Alright guys, quick update here is DHL was unable to find my package. They said it's here, but they don't know where it is. And the unfortunate thing is they said they have my signature on file. So I never signed for them and no one else ever signed for them. They just said they were delivered. And what's funny is we got like 10 packages that day, and not those, but everything else. And I had talked about this, and one of my friends who is semi-local said he would loan me his 210s until I get it sorted or figured out. So he sent me his 210s, the Bosch 210s, and just as a quick show here, I have the square style plug on my truck. I got this guy right here. We focus on that? Maybe? Anyway, I got this square plug on my truck, obviously. And those are what my injectors have. These are the 160s. I'm going to show like a whole bunch of these in a row. These are the 160s that are just junk now, that I realize are terrible. So it has that adapter to the, this is like Nippon Denso style connector that is on these 210s. They are short as fuck. So this is like a Siemens Deca 80 height. I forget all the millimeter spacing. You can bring it up fairly easily on the internet, and that's the biggest difference, is making it all work. So this is like 37 millimeter. The stock truck is like 48 or 47 millimeter, and then these are like 60 millimeter. So you can see O-ring to O-ring height. This is a 160 versus the stock truck. This is a stock truck E85 injector, and then this is a stock truck 25 pound injector. So they have like the same O-ring height, and then when you stack that next to the 210, the O-ring height drops by like another 10 millimeters. What I did ahead of time is bought spacers on eBay. These are O-ring spacers, little injector hats, and what I tried to do, see, this is with the spacer on it, was get it close to the stock truck height, but I did not. And then I didn't get it tall enough to match the overall taller injector height. So I bought some spacers, so I'll have to probably cut those, because for the total truck height, I got that plastic spacer in there for the truck height injector. So I'll figure something out. We'll put something in there and get it going, but that's the whole assembly right there. And I'm gonna shoot a time lapse of the injector install, and we will make sure I get the O-rings and everything good, and the height, installed height, and my spacers if I need them. Everything else good. So I'll blitz out the time lapse and we'll show everything in between there and the height and whatever else I can deal with. So we'll be right back. Okay, got the injectors in, got the rail bolted down with I think is acceptable spacing. We won't know till I hit it with a bunch of fuel pressure. So we're gonna have to key it a few times. And it doesn't look like it's flying out anywhere, which is always a plus, huh guys? And I have no spacers in the fuel rails with those aluminum things I bought, I almost felt like they were going to be too short, but I think they are perfect the more that I look at them. Because I measured it out, like I used some math. I tried to figure out the injector spacing, and I used the caliper, you know, and I measured like the stock height here. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll take a measurement from here to here, and the other one's here, so I'll try to make up that 10 mil difference or whatever, so I don't have to use spacers. And I think I'm there. So next thing to do is change the tune-up, plug everything in, and see if it'll fire. But so far, so good. Okay. Turn down the radio for no copyright infringement. I changed the injector size in the computer. See what happens. Alright, so 210 pound injectors are in. It's idling. I got a lot of cleanup work to do. Get it all sorted out and get it on the dyno and give it hell. In the meantime, I gotta drain the gas tank. It has like E40 in it, so I don't want any of that stuff interfering with it. I'd rather go right to my maximum, like roughly in this area, about 71, 72%. So I'd like to get it to that 70-ish%, and then put it on the dyno and see how much duty cycle I use to make the power, everything else. So we will see once I get there, and we'll do some updates after that.